Welcome back to Between the Takes. I am here with the band Joe. Not the banjo, the band Joe. Woo! Thank you.
How's it going, buddy?
Thank you guys for coming on.
Dude.
Before I get too far, introduce yourselves, please, real quick.
I'm Joe Lepre. I'm the lead singer and guitar player in the band Joe.
I'm Joe Merrill. I'm backing vocal and guitar.
I'm Declan Fisher, and I play bass.
I'm Chase Pendleton, and I play the banana.
He did play the banana. I forgot about
And
that.
sometimes drums.
Sometimes grapefruit.
No, no other fruits.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
disappointing.
But thank you guys again for coming on. This has been a year plus in the making, I think.
Yeah, quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite a while. And we seriously appreciate your patience in trying to get us in here, man. It's always something that
yeah.
we've wanted to do, but whether it's like whether it's the time and consideration with our schedule, and then last time, as you know, when I called you, I was sick as a dog.
You sounded terrible on that call.
Dude,
I'm not
I
going to
was
lie.
like, I'm like laying, dying, sweating, like blanket over my head, and I'm like, Jared, I'm sorry, buddy, I can't make it.
Dude, you were not doing well.
You were deceased.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, and I don't get sick very often, so that one definitely counted for a few of them. You know,
it was at the point where I'm like, even if you were able to show up, I don't think it would sound good.
no, and I would have tried my best, but I also would have died in the process. So, but that's what life's all about, baby. You know what I'm saying? So,
Amen.
absolutely.
Oh my God. But thank you guys for coming on. All the like long text messages and getting you guys out here. I have been very excited. You can ask Tosin, ask Raph. Like every time you guys are scheduled, I was like, they're on. I can't wait. This is going to be a good one. And then I messaged them like a day later. Hey guys, we got to reschedule. Can you do this day instead?
I'm sorry that like 6 of them were because of me.
I'm not gonna lie, Joe was like name dropping. He's just like, it's Declan. I promise. I'm not doing my best.
Let's be clear.
Damn,
I was
that's
not
rated
doing
B.
that.
Sorry, I don't.
Right. It was Declan and Chase.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that's right.
See, I have an excuse. I don't live in Philly.
That's
Well,
true.
that's your fault.
That's true. He does not live in Philly.
Oh, 76 is so bad. Yeah, it's bad every day, Declan. We get it. All right.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, this is devolving.
Oh, this is so
Welcome to
good.
The Price is Right.
The price is wrong, but
No, but I must tell you, I mean, this is a seriously impressive thing that you got going on here,
Thank you.
because we've been around long enough to have done this in your basement prior to, and to be able to do it now in this awesome loft in Northeast Philadelphia. It's like, it is so awesome, man. I
Yeah.
must say,
I
and it's an
love-
honor.
I love that you guys have been able to like see the progression, because every now and then it's really easy to forget like how far it's come, and just having little reminders of people who have seen each step. It feels like I have made no progress, but then someone's like, dude, this is a huge improvement. I have to recognize, yeah, this has changed a lot. A lot has changed about
Well,
this.
100%. And the other thing is too, you're not the only one who does this kind of thing, but in my opinion, you're the most fun to do it with. And and you know how I think about your audio engineering, because we met at a house show for Kozer.
Would
at
you even
her
call it
aunt's
a house show? It was like
I don't even
it was a
know.
front yard show.
It was a front yard show, kind of like a mini festival, but
Yeah.
it was just me because the band wasn't able to make it, and I played, and I was like, dude, whoever's running this sound, it sounds great up here, dude. I was blown away. I was like, this is the best I've ever sounded. So I had to talk to you afterwards, and now here we are. you know?
That was a long time ago. That just shows how long this was in the making, and it was
Straight
a lot
up.
of fun. And honestly, like just you're kind of similar. I don't know if you watched the Kozer interview that I did, but you were one of those people where being friends with you has opened a lot of doors just because of knowing who you are and you knowing who I am. I'll just be like, hey, you guys know Joe Lepre? And they will be like, oh yeah, great guy. And basically, like, if I know you and you know me and we're cool, to a lot of people, that's an endorsement.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is just like a big thumbs up and has kind of like fostered goodwill immediately with a lot of bands.
Well, and it's that you know, kind of collective reputation and brand thing. I mean, Philadelphia, if you don't know, actually is a relatively small music scene. But what's awesome about it is, despite the size and it being smaller than other major markets you might consider, the talent is off the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, we see this from the people that we play shows with and the other musicians we interact with at jams and open mics and at our house show, The Roof.
The Roof.
But and then even just the talent that comes through here and other videos like this, it's mind-blowing. You can't find a better scene for music. You know, my girlfriend lives in New York. She goes, oh, but this New York music scene, they're not from New York. They're from Virginia. Sorry for the bleeping, but they're from Virginia, or they're from Minnesota, or they're from Los Angeles, or they're from Quebec, and they just all flock to New York. But here in Philadelphia, like the homegrown music scene can't beat it.
Yeah.
Cannot beat it.
Yeah, I have a guy that I work with a lot in New York, and he just the other day was remarking on how Philly's music scene is just a different breed compared to New York these days,
Straight
compared
up.
to where he is
My
anywhere.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up, you know. So for all you New Yorkers out there, we're coming at your neck. We're coming at your neck. I'm telling you what.
Banjo endorses New York hate. I stand by that.
No, we don't, because we'd love to play there. But my point is, Philadelphia collectively, maybe the banjo at the head of that, we're coming for your neck. I must tell you, 5 boroughs, one of them, we don't care.
It is no longer
done.
about the Mets.
You're
It is
done.
about the Phillies.
Go
up.
Saquon, go Birds.
Thank you,
Amen.
Chase.
Praise be. Praise be.
Praise be indeed. Praise be indeed.
Dude,
boy.
this is probably going to be my favorite interview in the history of Between the Take. I'm not going to lie.
We appreciate
Just
it.
for the chaos aspect of it. I love it.
Well, there is a lot of chaos in the band because we are who we are, but outside of that, it's actually, I try and run it like I'm Mark Cuban. I told Meryl, I told Meryl that if you pop into my YouTube feed, it's like Mamba mentality motivation videos.
It's gonna burn. Are you gonna carry the boat?
Yeah, it's David Goggins, who's gonna carry the boats, and that's my motivation to like schedule band practice. I'm like, I'll carry the boats. I got this. You know what I mean?
Never back down, never what?
Dude, I didn't know I signed up for the Dallas Mavericks when I joined this band.
Just don't make me Luca, please.
I'm telling you. I'm
my
telling you. No, we would never, dude. If we ever traded you to LA, something would be desperately wrong. Desperately wrong. But my point is, inside of the chaos of the personalities, we actually try and conduct ourselves in the most professional way possible. Because I'll tell you what, there's plenty of bands that, I don't know, maybe a couple come to mind, maybe from this last weekend, where you're like, y'all are great, don't get me wrong, but oh boy, handle yourself.
There is something to be said about the professionality when it comes to being an artist pulling off shows in Philly, or even just anywhere, because you want to be able to be invited back. Like, yeah, your music can be good, but if you were a pain to work with, no one's going to want you.
Every
I've said
time.
that I don't know how many times on like interviews.
Every time. So,
Personality and like workability matters
Yeah.
a lot.
100%.
Yeah.
Especially in a small scene.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 of you don't know this, but
Oh, jeez.
had a little conversation with Joe One over here,
So excited.
and
Yep.
he sent me a little checklist of things that we would need to go through. Okay.
Oh, no.
So the checklist I sent you, those are just questions for me.
Okay.
And then I have my own checklist of questions for the rest of the band. So, and it's rapid fire.
Yeah.
Short answers, quick. All right.
All right. The fact that these are prepared makes me a little nervous, but we're gonna see.
Oh, don't worry.
we know
Sorry.
nothing about any of this, so
I'm
it's going to be great.
I got
But
a
the viewers
want to
know. We all want to
know.
know.
I've been staring at
When did you realize you had that dog in you?
Obama's re-election, 2012.
I've been told you're Rastafari. Is that true?
Jaman. Keep going. It's rapid fire. Keep going.
What's the best way to make sure your band stays tight in between shows?
Kegels.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Korea playing Squid Game.
But are you in your right mind?
I'm in my leftist mind, and at this present moment, and the band knows this because when I hit them, stop laughing. When I hit them up, I'm Mark Cuban. When I hit them up to practice, I go, members of the banjo unite, and I go like this. They don't see that I go like this, but I do. When I text them. So I'm in my left mind right now. Eventually it will swing back the other way, and you will not want to have me back on for this podcast after that. I'll tell you what.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know, Jared, it was a real pleasure doing the first and the last interview of the band show with you here at Futon Sessions Between the Takes, man. It's been such an honor. This ride has been so fun.
I'm sweating right now.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna work in sequential order here. Okay. So Meryl, it's my interview now. Let's be clear.
We're taking it away.
So, just rapid
So
fire.
these are
the
rapid
Joes.
fire.
Yep.
So for Meryl, you're the only member of the band from Massachusetts.
Yes.
Where should I park my car when I come and visit?
Where you can remember your keys.
You've known.
Follow up question, real quick. You're the only band member from Massachusetts. What's it like having a mental illness?
It's something I fight with every single day. You know, I get outside and I don't feel cold.
True. Which is honestly a superpower.
Mother.
You know, my girlfriend's
Okay.
from New Hampshire. You know what they call you in New Hampshire? Masshole.
I think everyone calls them that.
You know what? Your girlfriend's from New Hampshire. You know what we call them? Trash. Okay.
Hey.
All right, moving on.
State
Rapid
hate is
fire.
Crazy.
We love you, New Hampshire.
Listen. You're known for your love of the Premier League and Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
How does it feel to be a traitor to your country?
I'm not a traitor to my good country of New England. Go Fulham.
In a recent poll from Politico, both Democrats and Republican voters expressed joy and sexual gratification from your recent decision to shave your head. How do you deal with the responsibility of being the one thing keeping this country together?
It's holding on by a thread, just like my hairline.
I love it. It's a well-known fact that you work in the film industry doing lighting. Did this come about from acknowledging the light of Jesus Christ shining in your heart?
My only savior.
Thank you.
Praise be.
Last question. These happen quick. As a Packers fan and an Aaron Rodgers fan, how much ayahuasca and Percocet did you take before this interview today?
Not enough.
Thank you, Meryl. All right, Deck, this next one's for you.
Okay.
Rolling Stone describes you as the Roman Polanski of bass players.
Why?
How long do you think it will take before your wife is murdered by a member of the Manson family?
I give it 5 months, 6 tops.
Solid answer. All right, that's the only question I had for you, Deck.
He's the bass player. It's okay.
Yes.
Crazy.
And then
You
Chase,
can't count- you
Chase, I
can't
only
count
have
above
one
one
question
anyway.
for you, too. Who is Perry, and why do drummers choose to diddle him?
You'll never know.
You'll never find.
And that concludes our rapid fire question segment. Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Come on, you can't tell me that wasn't a lot of
That was
fun.
hilarious.
I just wanted more.
I really like, because I was at work. Sorry to my company if they think that this is what I'm doing at work, but it kind of is.
We're not naming anybody.
No. And that was my that's what I do during my lunch break is I come up with these ideas.
Good save. Good save on the lunch break.
They just thank you. I'm glad you got that one because it definitely wasn't at 10:30 in the morning.
That was amazing. That's the first time I got to see like an interband interview, and I'm loving it.
Thank you.
I might try and make that a regular thing so I don't have to talk.
Well, you know what though? It's funny. I kind of got a little bit of this idea, and I'm dead serious here. Shout out to the band Grayscale. I worked with their guitar player Andrew Klein at the School of Rock Mainline. Absolutely sick. Unbelievably sick guitar player and a great dude, really lovely. But their band like totally blew up. They're opening for Mayday Parade and a bunch of other like, pop punk and indie punk artists. And they're like exploding, but they have kind of like ask the band these questions kind of thing to get to know each other on their Instagram. It's really brilliant. It's quite good.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. No, they do a good job with it. So shouts to Grayscale, man. I'm telling you, y'all are great.
Shout out to Grayscale.
For real.
Oh man. I'm trying to go back to my normal questions.
Literally,
Alan. They feel
Yeah,
so
good luck.
boring.
Literally wordless.
My normal questions are so boring, but I mean, we got to talk about music now. What were the name of the 3 songs again? If you can remind me.
So we did Grace, Amber Hair, and the Midnight Special.
I was really happy because Grace and Amber Hair, I don't think I've ever heard you guys play, or at least I don't remember hearing you guys play them. So it was really cool getting to hear some new stuff. Is that stuff that like is in the works, is recorded, and maybe getting released, or what are you thinking?
Well, it's a great question. So all of the songs that we play live, and then a couple ones that we typically don't, are they're all recorded.
Mm-hmm.
They're all mixed. They're in the mastering process right now. And Meryl here is actually going to serve as our creative director to kind of get our visual aesthetic and our promotional material up to snuff. So the music is like, I'd say 95% of the way done.
Mm-hmm.
When Brian Ulrich came on here, Will is the one who does our recordings and our project.
Tight.
And Will is touched in the head by God, if you know what I'm saying. But you know what I mean. But regardless, he is actually quite brilliant as an audio engineer, and especially as a producer. Like we could not have done it without him. He
Love you,
really
Will.
elevated our game.
Do love you, Will.
Everything
miss
I've
you.
heard that someone has said he worked on has sounded great. So I'm
telling
not
you.
surprised.
So shouts to Will McElvey, Green Hill Records. Your dog tries to kill every person that comes into that household,
Dude, not me.
including me every time.
Not me.
But we still love you.
Did you just say McElvey?
Yeah, that's what it is.
McElwee.
No, it's McElvey.
I don't believe you.
I don't think it is.
Ask him. Ask him. Should I call him?
McElvey?
He's in Chile right now.
Dude,
Let's
should I-
start fighting
Will, when
comments.
you
He's
see this
in
video,
McElvey.
leave a
McElvey.
comment.
Yeah.
his
Phonetic
uncle's a
in the
In the
family.
comment
describing
section,
it.
what is it? Yeah. It's
His uncle's a family friend of the
MCEO.
Fishers. I promise you, it's McElwee. If I'm wrong, y'all can call me out.
Oh my God.
Point is, shout out to Will. You're the Billy Preston of this band, baby. We love you.
You're Joe number 5.
Yeah.
But Joe number 1 in our hearts.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys again. So with your music, I always like to ask this because I usually have a general idea, but I always like to see what the band thinks. What do you guys actually consider what your style is?
We have thought about this a lot, and it's really hard. You can use like a lot of different genre words, but our main brand, like the songwriting brand, is love rock. So all these songs are written on the acoustic guitar, primarily with just me, and then sometimes with Meryl and myself. And they're just love songs, really. They're primarily about my girlfriend. Shouts to Erica. Up in New York City right now.
Move to Philly.
Yeah, for real. But
Yeah, right?
Throw it back to that New York.
but I love her to death, and I write these songs for her, and otherwise it would you would kind of hear it and just hear me and an acoustic guitar and think, well, these are just kind of love songs that kind of fit like an indie acoustic vibe, but these dudes make it rock and roll, and that's why it's so kick ass,
Yeah.
So it really, like, the whole sound is not here with these three, and I got to give a shout out to Meryl especially, because when we first worked together, I was like, look, this is the kind of thing that I play to, the kind of like melodic songwriting, and it's a little like simple and easy in that regard. But Meryl's got a punk background, man. Like, Meryl's a punk rocker, so I'm like, give me the chugs, give me the chords, and like drive it rhythmically, give me some rock quality. Sorry, again, I know I'm not supposed to swear, but
Frickin'.
I'm Mark Cuban, so
Say
anyways.
frickin'.
Mark Cuban
Pay the
doesn't
fine.
even swear that much, but even still, Meryl's the one that really elevated the sound to a really strong, awesome rock context. And then Chase and Deck are just some of the best musicians in the world.
You know, it makes it really easy to elevate songs that already have such a high level in it of themselves. So honestly, like, it really is an easy thing, like taking a lot of these songs that Joe writes and trying to put them up on stage. Like, it's all so easy when you got the great material to work with.
That's dope. That's really cool. Yeah, I've always wondered like how your writing process went about. But it makes sense especially with Declan and Chase, because you two, I see you guys gigging all the time. Like, you two are like wanted musicians very, very often
In 7 states.
in 7 states.
That's right, all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Exactly.
No, they're actual pros. I mean, Meryl and I just love to do it, but these dudes got like degrees and they are guns for hire. I mean, they are legitimately some of the best musicians I know.
Yeah.
And
If anyone
I
has a
think most
wanted
people
poster,
would,
I'll sign it.
you know. And they don't
gotta
like
make a
talking
wanted
about it.
poster
The thing
yourself.
is, like, every show we say,
gonna be our birthday
we get the
gift,
privilege
yeah,
to work with the
to
best
each other.
drummer in Philadelphia, Mr. Chase Pendleton. And Chase is like, every time afterwards, he's like, if you say that again on stage, you motherfucker, I swear to God. And
Mother fricker.
you motherfucker, I swear to God. But it is true, and we got to call it out. So
He does the same thing when I get people going, Chase, 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 Chase,
Exactly.
He's
Chase.
very scared. Our fun fact of banjo lore is that our drummer is terrified of chanting his name. So
he
if you're
doesn't
ever
like to chant.
going to a banjo show,
Chant his name.
chant his name.
Obscenely loudly.
don't.
Chase.
But
Do not. Do not.
Do not.
You feel me?
Exactly.
You feel lock eyes with
Exactly.
me. Do it. Do not.
no, but in seriously though, I don't say that kind of thing lightly, because like, I'm pretty involved in the jam scene, and I know Chase is as well, especially at a really high level. And we've gotten a chance to see all these great musicians, and don't get me wrong, like, they're all phenomenal, but I consider myself the most blessed man every day to be able to have these three dudes behind me playing. It's like it's a dream come true,
Yeah. Well, you guys are absolutely solid. Like, seriously, this has been a really fun session. I can't wait to put these out and for everyone to hear them. Retrospectively, like, they'll have already been out for a week, so everyone's already gotten to enjoy them. But if you haven't, go watch them. Or if you have, go watch them again because they're just that good. They're going to be so much fun, and I can't wait just to really push them out in the world. Do you guys have anything coming up? Any releases specifically? I'd ask for shows, but this might be out after a show. So,
Well, actually, I mean, maybe not. How about I just give you the entire calendar? Here's the thing. Let me just fill y'all in, regardless. So the release, we have this 3-song EP, and we're gonna try and have, what is it? We're gonna have Shine and Amber Hair, and what's the other one that I always forget? And Amelia. Yeah, and our song Amelia on this 3-song EP, and that's going to be in June. We're going to probably try and release that June 27th. Why, you might ask? Because we have a unbelievable show booked at Milk Boy, June 27th, with Trouble at the Doormat, with Catalay, and with Wallace Tonight. Those are 3 hard hitting bands, and where
Catalay's been on here before.
Yeah, and Catalay hits. They hit hard, and those are some great dudes. So, June 27th, we're just this is the official announcement. I didn't even tell the band this. That's when we're releasing our EP, our 3-song EP.
I'll save it on my calendar.
I don't think you actually told me that, but I think I intuited that.
Yeah,
I was like, the last time we played Milk Boy, we dropped a song. So,
and then fun fact, no lie, I'm seeing Paul Simon the next day. His old ass. I can't even tell you how much money I spent on these tickets, but I might be second row back. I'm just saying. So shouts to Paul Simon. That's the guy.
You're
not going to be around for much longer, and you know that, buddy. But I just want to let you know. In the meantime, you're the homie.
I mean, no shouts whatsoever to Art Garfunkel.
No, I'm
That
not
was a
threatening
threat.
Paul Simon. No, he's like 86.
I'm sitting
years old.
second row. I know exactly what it's gonna be. I got a sight line on you, Paul
You might need to
Simon.
cut that out. If it means I can't go to the Paul Simon concert, Paul Simon, I don't want to kill you, brother. You're my favorite. I'm sitting second row. I'm gonna do what that one dude did to John Lennon, but to Paul Simon.
Oh, Mark
Come
David
on.
Chapman?
Yeah, I'm glad you knew that off the top of your head, Beck. Jesus.
He looks like he would know that.
Sorry, I know things.
He looks
Oh
like
my
Charles Manson's
God.
like little brother.
Man, yo, get after him, Jared.
Jared,
Get it, Jared.
Frick you, Declan. Frick you.
Anyway, this has devolved so much.
We have more shows. April 19th, we're playing at The Roof, which is our house show that we run in West Philadelphia. It's the best venue in Philadelphia. Sorry to say it. It's
It
just
is.
how it is.
Fact of the matter.
We're also doing that May 17th. We have a June date, probably June 14th. Somewhere in July, I think the 19th. And in August as well, maybe either the 16th or the 23rd. And we got the best musicians in Philadelphia, 3 bands, including the banjo every time, coming up there and rocking The Roof in West Philly. But follow theroof.phl for more info on that. It's not just a venue you can find on Google Maps. But check them out. Follow us at the.banjo. That's the.bandjoe.
I think I know how to spell that part.
Well, I just
hope they know how to spell that part.
with the handles. The handles always throw it off.
You gotta explain it.
Can we
But
do like a superimpose? Like
There will be
right
links
here?
down in the description
Yeah.
for
Right
all of this
here.
if we can. I'll also, if you
right
guys have like
here.
any sort of link tree or anything, I will have that as well so everyone can keep up with
Beautiful.
everything about
Beautiful.
the banjo.
And you
So-
know, there's going to be one guy who doesn't know how to spell it. So they're going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you, Joe.
I'm
Thank
telling you.
They're gonna be following some
So
banjo.
yeah, we
maker.
got The Roof, we got the banjo, we got our personal accounts that you can find via either of those. I'm starting up some vocal instruction that you can watch. I'm Vocal Joe on YouTube. That's basically this, but I teach you how to sing, which I'm Mark Cuban. It can only be good, right?
How do I sign up?
Regardless.
Hey, Lepre, you should tell them about your anime fan account.
Yo, dead ass. I was at work today. I'm not kidding.
All right, we're getting real now.
I was at work today, and I'm not going to say where I work because I don't want to incriminate myself and lose my job. But we're handing out these notebooks. And have you seen Death Note at all? I'm not a weeb. Just want to let you know.
He's a weeb.
He's definitely
that's
not a
what a
weeb.
weeb
not
would
a weeb.
say. That's
Absolutely
what a
not
weeb
a
would
weeb.
say.
I have
Absolutely
seen
not.
Death Note and Attack on Titan. That is it, and I'm done. But point is, we were handing out literally just black notebooks to people, and I just had a flashback to watching Death Note. I was like, I was like, I hope my name doesn't get written.
You
in
were
one of
like,
these.
man, I'm such a weeb.
I can feel the neck beard
buddy,
growing.
it's okay. Your name's been in my death note for like years, and jack
Hasn't
shit's
worked.
happened.
No, I'm telling you. Perfect. But yeah.
I can imagine someone at your work gets a black notebook. They open it up. They're like, who the hell's Declan Fisher?
That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
It's in every single one. Just to be safe.
one of them.
Guys, I think we like stole some guy's box of notebooks.
Who's Declan Fisher? Oh my god!
Thank you
boy.
guys so much for watching Between the Takes. I've been here with the banjo. These guys are amazing. Follow them everywhere. Listen to them everywhere. They are killer. Go see them live. If this is out before, make sure you go catch one of these shows that he just listed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.
Woo! Thank you, Jarrett.
Grazie.
We're done.
It's over. It's not. We're never doing all of these again.
From grace.